Well, good morning. It is day 5, just about 6 o'clock. Slept in today, super nice. So my first goal today is to make a cup of coffee. Some tasty Wolfgang Puck coffee. It's gonna be good. After that, I'm gonna see if I can get everything in my pack, which I'm a little concerned about, but somehow it always seems to work. And then I'm gonna have some breakfast, 8 o'clock, a couple different places open in town. So I'm gonna have to wear my leggings, so because it's gonna be cold. So I'm a little embarrassed about that. What am I gonna do? I just have shorts. So I'm gonna have to work through that just like you do with the hitchhiking thing. And then the big deal is that there's a bus that will ride me up. It goes every couple hours. So according to the schedule here, where is that thing? Oh, it's right in front of me. According to the schedule, it leaves, like, this bus stop is, like, right out in front of the hotel here, which is amazing. It leaves at 10:10 and 11:35. There is one at 8:25, but that ain't going to happen. So I'm going for the 10:10 bus, and it'll get me up there in about, 50 minutes, which is fantastic. So that's the big deal. Once I get on the bus, then it's just me and nature, and it's going to be good. But in town, it's a little stressful. So that's the morning dealio right now. So I'll keep you up to date as events happen. Can you hear it? Oh yeah, that's the sound of coffee. It's not quite done, but it's gonna be great because I have a little packet of sugar right here. Which I'm not gonna use actually. Not into that, but I'm gonna have my non-dairy creamer. Check this out. Here we go. I think it's about ready. Oh yeah, yeah. Now you might say, well, that's the lamest cup of coffee you've ever seen. But when you've had Folgers instant coffee for the last 2 days, this is like espresso with some hot water from Italy right here, guys. It's gonna be good. So I'm in the parking lot of my hotel, and it's just amazing. Check out these cars. I'm kind of talking quiet because people are still asleep. They're just waking up. Look at that. The detail of that car. Like, where's the door handle? How does that work? I mean, this whole parking lot is like this. I love that taxi, huh? Nice looking RAV. Whatever. Nice. Look at that. You never know, man. This is super cool. Look at this. Yeah. So Joseph is a really cool town. I wouldn't mind hanging out here for a couple days. Not more than that, though. It's pretty small. But it's alive right now. Super tasty breakfast. The Old Cafe, Old Town Cafe is not disappointing. So that's gonna be my bus. I just talked with the driver and I said, hey, you'll be back at 10:10? And he says, yes, I will. So like, I'm all set for that. I'm stoked. All right, so I wondered this morning, like, how the heck do you get in this place? The owner of the said vehicle here has a secret. So what's the thing you got there? The little clicker. And when you did that, the door popped open, which is not only convenient, you don't have to open the door for your wife, I guess. It just opens. So that's kind of cool. Check it out. This is a life's work, isn't it? What I really like is the grill. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh my God! Ah, look at that.
Ricky, I'm gonna have to
Look at that.
give you a couple of Carolina Reaper peppers to show you love.
Dang. That's just that's mine. All right, so what you're looking at right here is I just blew my nose, and you'll notice it's not bloody, it's not chunky, it's nothing. It's just clear. You don't know what that feels like after 5 days of blowing mysteries coming out of your head. I'm so stoked about that. So this guy's pretty stoked on his car. I said, how was your drive? And he said, thanks. I think he thought I meant nice ride. Give him a wave here. All right. There you go. Gotta love it, man. So I'm videoing right now. So I'm on the shuttle, talking to a fantastic guy here, and look at that. It looks great, except for all the clouds. So I'm not sure what that's all about. It's supposed to get really warm the next few days though. I think should be pretty good. It's beautiful, huh? Really amazing. Well, I just got up from the shuttle and it's kind of weird. There's a bunch of people in the parking lot. See all the cars lined up there. It goes like way down. Way more people here today than were yesterday. But it's kind of weird now. It's just like me nature again. It's just kind of weird. You're in a little town, then you're back out in the middle of nowhere. It's quite a roller coaster, actually. So, pack's pretty heavy. I got a lot of stuff in here. I might leave some stuff here. I think I might have too much food than I actually need. I don't know yet though. So I'm gonna fill up, get my water, about a liter of water. Then I'm gonna hit the road, hike on. All right. So this is a very key decision here. So I came down there, on that road, which was the East Fork. Now I need to get out of here going on the West Fork Trail. So I'm gonna hike I'm gonna get to this 6 mile meadow, I think. And that's not how far it is, but I guess it's 6 miles long. I will find out. Anyways, so it's really good that I'm making the trail, the correct trail. Again, remember that's the power station. That's where I walked down to when I got that ride from Forest. And I got the shuttle ride back. Great conversation with this guy I'll tell you more about later. And hike on. Yeah, so I just started hiking. So I'm just at like 4,100 feet. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen. And I just talked to a gal. I noticed she was looking at her phone. I said, hey, do you have service here? And she's like, yeah, I do. Great. I said, so who's your carrier? She said, Verizon. I said, yeah, that's what I thought. I got AT&T. Zero AT&T here. It sucks in the mountains in Oregon and California. I got to get Verizon. This is driving me nuts. Got a safety issue here also, you know. All right, so I'm in this canyon. So this is to my right. See, I'm kind of looking up. There is the top. You can't see the top because there's clouds covering it. Okay, and so this is in front of me. There's blue sky, which is always really good to see. But man, now I don't know if you can. Okay, that rock's right in front of me. Let's go up, up, up. No, this is hurting my neck. It's really hard for you. I'm gonna walk. This is really hard for you to tell how high that is. Looked out like 3D, but it's big. So, according to my GPS watch here, it says I've climbed 1,000 feet in about 45 minutes. I don't know about that. But one thing I've noticed, I've seen streams on both sides of the canyon flow into this stream. I just passed a stream back there. When I looked above it, it opens up. So it's kind of cool. So you gotta have a bowl, some kind of a bowl, a big area, which then feeds into and creates the little streams and feeds into the underground springs, which then feed into the big springs, feeds into the bigger streams, which then goes into rivers, which then flows into the ocean. But you gotta have the bowl to start it all, or it's not gonna happen. Well, you're not going to believe what just happened. Remember that family I told you about? They had like the 4 kids or whatever? Okay. I just saw them. They recognized me before I recognized them. They said, well, first of all, I found their ages. They are from 4 to 10.
the 4-year-old is hiking, okay? And I said, well, did you stay at Glacier Lake? And they're like, oh yeah. Yeah. I said, it's the most beautiful lake I've ever seen. And I told them about Tenderfoot Pass, and they're like, we've been telling everybody about this guy, this Ultraman guy. He's hiking like all these miles and stuff. I was like, well, you know, my shin was hurting, but still that made me feel pretty good because I have been working really hard. Pretty much on the limit, I think. But they were all smiles and super excited, the whole family. And I wish they lived close by. They live in Eugene, because I asked them last time about that. But just so cool, so encouraging, not only for their kind words to me, but just that they're actually taking their kids 4 to 10 backpacking. And I'm telling you, to get to that Glacier Lake was not easy. It was a brutal, rocky hike. So that's really cool. That was the best thing today that's happened. So I wonder what's next. Look at the log jam right there. Look at that thing. It's hard to, it might be hard to see how huge that thing is. If you can see it through the trees better. No, that's not gonna help. But man, can you imagine what that's like in the springtime? Just great. All right, the mountain is starting to show itself. All right, so this is psycho weird now. All right, so I passed like eight sets of people. Just weird. Now it is Friday, so this is awesome because that means it's gonna be empty for me. But so this other family comes by. They have like a couple kids, and I'm like, wow, another family. And they're like, oh, how far in front of are they? And I'm like, oh, you mean the ones with like 4 kids? They're like, yeah, we camped by them last night. I'm like, oh, wow. I said, I really wanted to connect with them. And she's like, well, here, you text me, and then we're going to have pizza with them tonight and Joseph at this restaurant I know. And then I'll get their number. And then when you get out, you text me, and we'll do this chain. So I have her number. And of course, the message failed when I sent it. But I said, on Tuesday when I get out, I'll send it to you, and then they'll do the whole chain thing. So is that cool? Another just awesome couple, man. And they had 2 kids. Like, oh yeah, I said that. So, all right, another amazing thing. What could be next? I'm just about to where I was actually going to camp, and I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy it with the beauty. Just walk through a little big flower garden. Well, I've arrived at the meadow. I'm going to camp somewhere around here. That is where I'm going to start going tomorrow, which is kind of nice because it's low, but it's not quite as nice as it looks. In fact, it may be over here somewhere, but anyways, super beautiful. And check out the mountains like right here. I don't know if you can see this, but at the very top, just right up there, if you can see white, it's like pure white. Must be quartz up there at the top. It's the same thing on that one. It's just amazing. But I'm not going to be up there. I'm going to be way down here somewhere. probably like in the trees or something. Like there's a little campsite right there. I think that's where I'm gonna check it out. So I decided to check kind of above the meadow because it was a little windier down there, even though it was a great campsite. And then I found this one, and I found the source of the water which crosses the trail, which was, I was just gonna go there to fill up, but it's right next to the campsite. Check this out. It's like this little flowing stream coming down. Goes all the way down here, crosses the trail, and then it goes into the canyon down below. Isn't that awesome? Crystal clear. I bet you I could just drink that, but I'm not going to. I do have my Imodium, but I really don't want to have to use it, just in case. So my pack was like so stuffed for this first day, all the resupply and 1 pound of nuts and stuff like that. I might have come up with a creative way to get my pack packed so I could use up all the space and somehow have it balanced. So here's how I did that. So the first thing I did was I put the food bag like right in the middle, okay? Straight up. And then I started surrounding it with other stuff. Most of it was clothes. And so what I'm doing is as I take my clothes out, like there's a pair of socks, I'm sure it's really clean. Yep, smells good. I'll just put them in there, which is where they belong in the first place. Here's my super cool sun hoodie I got. I'll put that in the clothes bag. So I'm basically like refilling my clothes bag, which if I just had the clothes bag and shoved it in there, I couldn't get it balanced like this. So what does that mean? That means I don't want to carry like 5.5 days of food in my backpack. That's what it means. Thankfully, there's tons of water here, so my pack really didn't feel that heavy, and I'm still doing fine. But I thought that was pretty creative, and it's working out really good for me too. So it's time for the analysis of the tarp setup. This took me way too long today, but you notice it's pretty secure down there. I mean, it's protected on the side, which is good because there might be some wind tonight. It feels pretty warm tonight though, so I'm happy about that. Plus I'm up in the forest, up above the meadow, so that's good. Notice the curvature from like here to here, making it a little more cozy around my head. Did the same thing on this side. I sported a good angle right there. Yeah, there's a lot of ripple things and all that. Yeah, I get that. But, overall, I'm pretty happy. But I bet you it took me a half hour to put this thing up, though. So I'm a little disappointed with that. But it's going to be good. It's going to keep me warm tonight. And it's just what I need. Well, I'm getting near the end of day 5. And it's been a really interesting day. I mean, it's been I would say, like the day of calm. I've never had to not do so few miles before, and it was so relaxing. And I just wanted to, I just kind of wanted to see how my leg was doing, see if I felt anything. I didn't feel anything at all. So I think that's going really good. So tomorrow will be a test. I think it's 11 miles tomorrow, something like that. So, and I can go a little further to a lake if I want to do a little excursion. So we'll see how that's going. So I just been chilling out here for literally like an hour and a half on this meadow. The sun's just been shining on me. There's actually, I would say there's probably a dozen people scattered throughout kind of the other side of that initial trees and the other part of the meadow. So they keep coming in, and some people are actually exiting because the car is about 6 miles away. So people are like, yeah, we're going to do it. A couple guys walked in like, yeah, dude, we made it. That's what's one of the neat things about camping. You have these little triumphs, and they add up after a while, don't they? They do. So here's the stats right now. Okay, I did like 13,000 steps, about 2,500 calories. I'll probably hit 3,000. That's really nothing to be super excited about, but still did it. So today's hike was 6 miles because I camped further than I thought I was going to camp. I just felt like going. So, and I was just so refreshed by it all, So I started out at about 4.6 thousand. I actually checked that, so about 4,600. And I'm right now on my watch. It's been very consistent, about 6,000 feet. So I hiked up about 1,500 feet today. So it's been it's a day of calm, just a day of really peaceful, and everything that goes with that. It's really good. So looking forward to another part of the epic journey tomorrow. Yeah, it's always something every day. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. So I was cooking up my my meal here, having my white chocolate macadamia nut. And I noticed, hey, this is the surfer one. And then I looked closer. I'm like, it looks kind of familiar. And then I look at it. It's John Florence, man. He's an official Cliff Bar endorsed professional. So that was pretty fun. Thought you might like that. Good night.